found something.
Oh. What is it? What do we got here? Ooh. Some black market artifacts. Nice.
And there's the folks who answered the distress call. Cerberus cruiser. At least a dozen fighters on blockade duty. Too many for us in a straight-up fight. They must want this place bad.
Receiving incoming transmission.
Let's hear it.
SSV Normandy. This is Kaylee Sanders, Director of Grissom Academy. We need immediate assistance. Cerberus is attacking the facility. They're after my students.
This is Commander Shepard. We're blocked on a direct approach.
I know. They've taken control of our docking base.
Any alternatives?
There's an auxiliary cargo port I could probably open.
All right. We'll come in by shuttle and get your students out of there. Joker, can you give me a diversion?
Oh boy, can I? Come and get me.
Keep the shuttle in position. We'll be back.
Hello?
Commander, I'm locked in a server room around the corner. Cerberus troops are trying to get in.
Heyo. How's it going, boys?
Sanders, we're clear. It's me.
Commander, thank you. Admiral Anderson always said you were the best. And with Cerberus coming for my students, I need the best.
How many of you are there?
Fewer than 20. Most were sent home when word of the Reaper invasion spread. But a few volunteered to stay. Some are prototyping tech for the Alliance. Others are biotics. They've been training for military operations, working together as biotic artillery.
What about Anderson?
You said something about Admiral Anderson.
Yes, we met, God, what's it been? 20 years ago when he was a Spectre candidate. I was there when Saren betrayed him. David saved my life.
Oh.
He's a good man.
He was on Earth when the Reapers hit. He stayed behind when I got off world.
I hadn't heard. We've been cut off from most news. He's alive?
Alive and fighting.
For now.
Leading the resistance movement.
Good. If we get out of here... well, just tell him to stay alive.
Right. So what's this about students?
A few months knocking over practice dummies can't prepare your students for war.
Agreed, but the Alliance needs every resource it can get. And our students are unique resources. They wanted to help. How could we say no with the entire galaxy falling apart? Hang on. I've been trying to get communications working.
This is Froberg. There are students trapped in Orion Hall. Cerberus has us boxed in. They're closing fast.
Damn it.
Orion Hall?
Back out the door and down the hallway. I can get the door open.
I'll bring them back here and we'll make a run for the shuttle.
Thank you, Commander. I'll stay put. With luck, I can regain control of some of our systems.
Alright. Good luck.
I'll get the door
Let's
open.
go.
It leads to Orion Hall.
Thanks. Oh. What's this? What the hell?
It's going to hurt you. The file says we need you alive.
Hello?
There may be more nearby. play dead until it's safe, then get to Kaylee Sanders at security.
Okay, but my sister Sean is out here somewhere too.
Alright, we'll look for her too. Oh. Oh.
She's in. Sean, can you hear me?
How do you know my name?
I saved your brother. He's with Kaylee Sanders at security. Can you get to her?
Yeah. I just need to rest for a minute. Thank you.
Commander, I just got an emergency message from the students in Orion Hall. One of our instructors
Yeah?
saved them, but they can't hold out much longer. Eat this!
Jack!
Jack.
Shepard?
What?
Everyone get down! This thing's out of your league! Shepard, keep it off us!
The students aren't a trained military unit. They need
Get ready! More on the way! Shepard, keep them off us!
Stay back.
Kaylee said she was putting out an SOS. I had no idea the king of the Boy Scouts would show up. All right, amp check. Prangley, those fields were weak. Cerberus isn't gonna lie down out of pity like that girl you took to prom. Grab juice and an energy bar. We move in 5. Damn it! How many times did I tell you not to trust Cerberus?
I know, alright? I know.
You're not telling me anything I haven't told myself, Jack.
Oh, you feel bad? Well, shit. I bet that's a big comfort to all the people Cerberus has killed.
Jack's personality appears largely unchanged.
Hey, Edie. Nice body. Now you look like a sex bot instead of a sex toy. Okay, right now, all I care about is getting my guys out of here.
Your guys?
Yeah. I guess so.
Well, good for you.
I can't think of anybody who could care about them more.
Well, I had some free time while you were off playing hero. Alliance Brass knew I helped you. They offered me this. And apparently the students responded well to my teaching style.
The psychotic biotic.
I will destroy you! Drink your juice, Rodriguez. You couldn't destroy wet tissue paper.
Cortez to extraction team. The Cerberus cruiser is coming back.
How long have we got?
2 minutes tops, Commander. After that, there's no way we'll get past them.
Get out of here and back to the Normandy. We'll find another way off the station.
Roger that. Good luck, sir.
Shepard to Sanders. The students are safe, but the shuttle's a no-go.
Understood. I might know another way off the station, but I need station-wide camera access. Can you disable the Cerberus security override? It's routed through Orion Hall, so it should be nearby.
Alright,
How does camera access get us off this station?
We need to reach the Cerberus shuttles. The cruiser won't auto-target friendly ships, which gives us a fighting chance to escape. Get me back the cameras, and I'll find a path to the shuttles that keeps Cerberus from boxing you in.
Sanders, you should have access now.
Got it. The fastest way is through the atrium, but Cerberus has sealed the doors. You'll need to disable the magnetic locks. The overrides should be directly above the door.
Got it.
You should be able to force the door open now. I'll get to the shuttles
All right.
and get a pair ready to fly.
Okay. Good luck.
Hey, let me know when we've got a new way off this station.
So, in many ways, you seem to have changed.
I have to say, Jack, you look good.
Yeah, well, maybe some of your attitude rubbed off on me. I never had a family. And these guys... Anyone screws with my students, I will tear them apart.
I don't doubt that. Tell me about your little biotic squad.
What's so valuable about these students? Biotically, I mean.
Well, what's scarier than a pissed-off biotic attacker? A whole bunch of them working together. It's like a biotic artillery strike. Any asshole gets in our way, we rip him to shreds.
Sure. Like on Pragia, Prasia.
Isn't that the kind of thing you wanted to destroy on Pragia?
You know damn well it wasn't. Cerberus was torturing kids on Pragia. These guys are older, and they volunteered, and the only ones feeling any pain are the bad guys.
Fair enough. So how have your students been handling the war?
How are the students handling the war?
How do you think? They're a bunch of teenagers. Until a few months ago, their biggest concern was getting laid.
You don't think they're ready for war?
I don't think they have a choice.
So you doubt them?
So, all this talk about biotic artillery strikes.
It's great in theory. Maybe they'll get it together once they've seen some action.
But...
They'd be better off as support. Put them in the back ranks, helping with barriers and shit. I don't know.
Have you told them that?
No. They need me to believe in them. I did pick up a few things listening to your damn speeches.
Alright then.
Stay close. We'll get you out of here.
Good.
Yep. Let's go.
Everyone be ready. We'll go in first and draw their fire.
We'll shadow you from the second level and hit those guys from above.
A good strategy that protects the students from direct fire.
Alright, just remember, we're here for you, so don't get yourself killed.
Just time your shots and stay safe.
Alright, I didn't bust my ass training you so you could die now. Keep low, pick your targets.
Students of Grissom Academy, the station is sealed. The Alliance soldiers cannot save you. All they can do is get you killed. Surrender peacefully and you won't be harmed.
Asshole.
Damn it, they're messaging everyone. Students, switch your Omni tools to privacy mode so they can't track you.
What if they're not lying?
Come on, people, get it together. You can do this.
You've already held your own against Cerberus. You've been trained for this by one of the best.
Come on, Rodriguez. They're only asking nicely because you scared them in that last fight. So take your balls out of your purse and kick some ass.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh. What do we have here?
Ready for action?
All right. Woo! Oi!
Get ready. More on the way.
Don't make me come up there. Huh. Oh.
Stay dodgeball, Rodriguez. Keep your damn barriers up. Damn it, Rodriguez. I told you to watch your barriers. Right. Stay down. You die on me, I will kick your ass. Come after my kid. You are dead. Hear me?
Everyone okay up there?
Rodriguez took one in the arm because she didn't watch her barrier.
Commander, I've reached the Cerberus shuttles without being detected. They know what they're doing, though. You need to hurry.
Alright.
That's an impressive barrier, Octavia. Our file says you've been working on a shield fire.
I don't know who you are, but stay back.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance. I'm here to help.
I didn't buy it from the last guy, and I've got no reason to buy it now. This is a multi-core shield prototype based on cyclonic barrier tech. It'll hold off your guns for hours.
Sanders, this is Shepard. I've got some scared students hiding behind a shield prototype.
How do we know it isn't just Cerberus rigging the voice?
You could test for distortion peaks, Isaac, like I did when you faked a voice print to break curfew. And if that's Octavia's shield, remind her that I docked her half a grade because application of non-concurrent forces overloaded the emitters.
Thanks, Sanders. You did a great job keeping yourself safe. The biotic students are up there. Stay close. They'll get you out of here.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep. See ya. What's this? This could come in handy. There we go. Alright. You're in big trouble now, fellas. Should have walked away when he still could. Uh,
Okay, we're clear. Move your ass before backup arrives.
We're good? You sure? Alright. We're on our way.
Kaylee, how's it coming?
Shuttles are unlocked.
Take the controls and get the students aboard.
Wait, where the hell's Rodriguez?
Oh.
She needs covering fire.
She needs more than that.
Joker, we flew out on a Cerberus shuttle. Watch your fire.
Right, I've got you on sensors. Should just be a minute.
Thank you, Commander. We'd have never gotten off that station if you hadn't come.
Forget that. We kicked some ass. Next place we dock, you're all getting inked. My treat. What do you guys want? Ascension Project logo? Glowing fist? Maybe a unicorn for Rodriguez? Screw you, ma'am.
I can't believe we got them out alive. I was going to suggest that they stick to support roles. But perhaps they're ready after all.
I think this is I think this might be a little too big for anyone. So we'll just use them as support.
They're definitely ready, but the Alliance needs them in a support role.
What? We trained for artillery strikes.
We don't need another artillery unit. We need stronger barriers for our frontline squads.
This is bullshit! Hey, if that's where they need us, that's where we go. Besides, I'm sure we'll get some shots in.
Commander, we've got a visual on you now. Preparing to dock. Hey, Jack, now that you're military, you gonna wear a uniform, or are you just getting the officer's bars tattooed on?
Screw you, Flight Lieutenant.
What the hell was that?
Jack promised to watch your language in order to maintain the necessary professionalism we need from our teachers.
What, does she have a swear jar or something? Because I bet if we empty that thing, we can afford another cruiser.
Cover your ears, kids. Hey, Joker.
Shepard, damned if you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Good to see you too, sir.
Sir? I may have reinstated you, but that doesn't give you permission to go all formal on me.
Then I'm glad you managed to keep your ass alive, Anderson.
That's more like it. Looks like you didn't waste any time getting to work. I can only imagine what would have happened to those kids if they'd fallen into Cerberus hands.
They're definitely eager to help.
These students are some of the best humanity has to offer, and we're throwing them into battle. God damn it, I hate this war. Hackett didn't mention in his report...
Kaylee Sanders is safe. She's with the recruits.
Thanks, Shepard. When I heard about the attack, well, I've already lost a lot of friends.
She asked me to tell you to stay alive.
Did she now? Well, thanks, Shepard. That might be the first good news I've heard this week. Anderson out.
Shepard, it's so good to finally see you.
You too, Miranda.
I couldn't get anywhere near you when the Alliance had you locked up.
Relieved of duty. It was complicated.
I'm sure it was. I'm surprised they didn't court-martial you. The Alliance isn't known for its flexibility.
Doesn't matter now.
Shepard, about Earth.
We'll fight back. Don't worry.
I'm alright. We'll figure out some way to even the odds. We have to.
Everybody has a weakness. Even the Reapers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Shepard.
What about you? What brings you here?
I need to talk to a few people. Like you. The Citadel is a good place to meet. For now. What's the Alliance's next move?
We have a plan. It's a long shot.
Not surprising. Shepard, am I still part of your plan? It's been so long I wasn't sure where we stood.
Of course you are. Nothing's changed.
Miranda, things are never going to be easy for us. But I'll always want you in my life.
No second thoughts? This is your chance to back out.
No.
It was hard to be away from you. Surprised myself how attached I got. I'm not good at attached.
Just stay close from now on, alright?
I wish I could. I really do. But there's something I need to deal with.
What is it?
I haven't heard from my sister, Oriana, for a while. I'm getting worried.
Your sister?
Yes. I don't want to overreact, but... well, there's a lot going on.
I thought we made sure she was safe.
We did. It's probably nothing, but... I just know my father is involved.
What happened?
I don't know. Everything I had in place to make sure she was safe went dark.
Is there anything I can do?
What do you need from me?
I knew you'd want to help, and I'm grateful. But you have your hands full. If I need a door or two kicked down, I know just who to call. But for now, I'll be fine.
Okay. I understand.
I have to figure this out.
Can you tell me anything else?
You will.
Tell me about your father.
Why do you think your father was involved in Oriana's disappearance?
I kept careful tabs on my sister. I always knew where she was. For her to just vanish, it could only be him. After I hid her away, I still knew he'd stop at nothing to find her. She's all he has left. I have a hunch what happened, but I'll fill you in when I'm certain.
Alright.
Have you had any run-ins with the elusive man?
Just once. He said it had been a pleasure to work with me, but he needed to contain the situation.
Contain the situation. Sounds final.
It nearly was. He doesn't take rejection well.
No, he doesn't.
No. No, he doesn't.
Did you try to contact me when I was back on Earth?
A visit by the former Cerberus second-in-command would have been disastrous. Any kind of secret communication would have looked even worse. I was tempted to break in and see you.
That would have been tough to explain.
Right. Fun and games till they arrested me or just shot me on sight. I had to play it safe, for both of us.
I understand.
That's fair.
If you're looking for a lead here, anyone associated with Cerberus will be hard to find.
No question. But I'm owed a few favors. Someone here will give me a tip on Oriana.
Alright, well. Good luck with that.
I've got to get back to it.
And I should get out of sight.
Be careful.
No promises.
You're back, huh? Any luck out there?
Here, I've got some pieces for you.
Done deal, Commander. Check in with General Oraka. You'll see I'm making C-Sec very happy.
Alright.
Commander Shepard, I was just contacted by a black market dealer who's donating high-end weapons to CSEC. He wanted you to know. Sounds like you came through.
And the Blue Suns can go about their business.
Now we'll be focusing on Citadel defense. It won't bring Palaven back, but it's something. Thank you, Commander.
Sure.
Well, I followed your advice. What do you think of my new look?
Um, um, I, I'm not seeing a difference. I mean, um, it's great. You look so different.
You always look great, Kelly.
Oh, you. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like me, but I guess that's the point. Kelly Chambers is no more. Citadel records now show me as Felicia Hannigan of the mining vessel Typhoon.
Pleased to meet you, Felicia.
No, you can call me Kelly.
Alright. I will.
Who's here? The Blue Suns, Blood Pack, and Eclipse are in my pocket. I'll send them to war when you're ready for them. Is there anything on your mind?
So, what can you tell me about my new task force?
What exactly have I acquired?
An army that's willing to fight dirty, to do the things your respectable militaries won't do. Eclipse Mechs and Vorcha Legions are excellent candidates for vanguards in any ground offensive. Well worth the little song and dance I had you perform, I'm sure.
Yeah, let's hope so. So, tell me about the Blood Pack.
Are the Blood Pack falling in line?
With Grill in charge, where all systems go. It's his voice, but my words. Couldn't have asked for a better puppet. The Blood Pack have committed 2,000 Vorcha to the cause. They'll make up the bulk of the army.
And the Eclipse?
What have we gained by having the Eclipse at our disposal?
A ton of mechs and elite troopers for stealth operations. Sane has turned out to be more malleable than Jonas Sedaris ever was. My control of Eclipse runs even deeper than I expected. You surprised me by taking such agency in the matter.
Well, I am full of surprises. What about the Blue Suns?
Is Darner Boss cooperating with you now?
Getting General Araka off the Blue Sun's back did the trick. Voss still thinks he'll be getting me on mine, idiot. But he's committed his veteran soldiers to me. In turn, I commit them to you.
Right. So, tell me about Omega.
How do you plan on taking Omega back?
I think I'm going to employ violence. I'm
Right.
gonna slap Omega right out of the elusive man's greedy little hands.
I see. Well, good luck with that.
We'll talk later.
I'm sure.
Yep.
Good to see you up and around.
Yeah,
Everything all right?
I guess. Oh, I took Udina's offer.
Spectre status.
Oh, yeah?
Congratulations.
Seems small compared to what's going on.
You ready for the responsibilities of a Spectre?
Doesn't feel real yet. Maybe it'll sink in. I don't know what duties I'll have. Everything's a mess right now. What do you think of all this?
Well, I think you earned it.
You're a fine soldier with an impressive record. You deserve this.
Thanks. That means a lot coming from you. He said we'll have the official ceremony soon. Once I'm out of here.
And after? Any plans to come back to the Normandy?
If I have anything to say about it, yes.
I'm glad. You feeling better?
I'm fine. Other than the pile of paperwork the doc's gonna throw at me. Sorry I'm so distracted, Shepard. It's just...
What's going on?
I heard from my mom. They got out in time. They're okay.
Good. That's good news.
It's good.
It is.
Did your sister make it to the Citadel?
She did. But... her husband was killed in action.
I'm sorry, Ash.
Thanks. Yeah. Sarah wasn't much for the military life. We were all surprised when they got married.
Yeah. Everyone's affected.
I wonder how many families are getting torn apart by the Reapers.
I don't want to think about it. Seems hopeless sometimes.
Don't blame yourself for this, Ashley.
I know. But I'm her big sis, you know? In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced or cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed.
What's that from?
Invictus by Henley, one of my dad's sappy poets.
It's about not giving up.
Right. My sister wants to do a thing at the memorial. Nothing fancy. Just some words about the family. It'll be tough.
Keep me posted, all right?
Will do. And thanks, Shepard.
Commander, the Salarian Dalatras and Krogan clan chief are ready to come aboard.
Have them brought to the conference room. And hope this doesn't start another war.
The Krogan is in no position to make demands.
The Krogan has a name. Urdnot Rex. And I'm not just some junkyard Varen you unleash whenever you're in trouble. I've got my own problems. Reaper scouts have arrived on Tuchanka. So why should I care if a few Turians go extinct?
Trying to draw out negotiations will get you nowhere, Rex. I have no time for it. Just tell us what you want.
I'll tell you what I need. A cure for the genophage.
Absolutely not. The genophage is non-negotiable.
Look, we've already did them dirty by repaying their help with the Arachni by almost completely sterilizing them. If we expect them to help us with the Reapers, I say they deserve a cure.
The Krogan have paid for their mistakes. The genophage has gone on long enough.
1,476 years, if you're keeping track.
It was 1,000 years of peace, free from these brutes.
Enough! Whether or not they deserve a cure is academic. It would take years to formulate one.
My information says otherwise.
What?
A Salarian scientist, Malin, grew a conscience. He was on my planet, testing a cure on our females.
I remember. His methods were barbaric.
But what you didn't know is that other females survived his experiments. So the Dalatras here sent in a team to clean up the whole mess, and to take them prisoner.
Where did you get this? It could be a fabrication.
Don't insult me. Those are my people. They're immune to the genophage, and you're going to give them back.
Dalatras, is this true?
How will curing the genophage benefit my people?
It's gonna benefit us all. You need allies. We all do.
How long do you think you'll last alone against the Reapers? Because if you don't help, that's how it'll end up.
And I'll be the last friendly Turian you ever see.
What's it gonna be?
The females are being kept at one of our STG bases on Sur'Kesh. But I warn you, Commander, the consequences of this will be felt for centuries to come.
Let's go get them.
You're not setting foot on Sur'Kesh. This will take time.
It happens now. As a Council Spectre, Shepard can oversee the exchange.
We're going.
I won't forget this, Commander. A bully has few friends when he needs them most.
This is the Salarian homeworld we're headed to. They aren't used to seeing Krogan here, so let's keep it simple. We land, get the females, and leave before anyone changes their mind.
I still don't trust a word they say.
Well, just because we hold the cards doesn't mean we can't be friendly.
Let diplomacy play out, Rex. You'll get what you want.
These females are the best, and probably last hope for my people.
Then we'll slaughter the Salarians if they get in our way.
Who's that?
He's a Prothean.
Sometimes I'm not sure if the Normandy's a warship or a traveling freak show. But as long as he can hold a gun.
Commander, I have the Salarian base on sensors.
Set her down.
Commander, Salarian ground control says we don't have clearance to land.
Tell them the Dolatress authorized this herself.
I knew they'd never keep their word. Let's
Rex?
try to stop a Krogan airdrop.
Wait.
Rex!
Don't.
We have an unauthorized landing.
And who authorized you to hold my race hostage?
Halt! Stand down! Hold your fire! Commander Shepard, restrain your colleague. We only found out about this transfer a few moments ago.
Right. Right. Well, I'm sure we can work this out.
I'd like to avoid a diplomatic incident.
As would we.
But you have something valuable to Rex.
Something worth dying
This matter can be resolved, but I must insist he remain under guard.
Alright. You heard the nice Salarian, Rex.
I can handle this, Rex.
If anything goes wrong and all bets are off.
Fair enough.
I'm Paddock Wicks, and I appreciate your understanding, Commander. With war on everyone's minds, our people are on edge. Careful! Watch the containment shield!
I believe Liara is well acquainted with that species.
They were much smaller in my cycle.
As you can see, this base contains sensitive information.
Oh, yeah?
What kind of work goes on here?
Evolutionary trials, morphological simulations, exogenetic assessments.
Nothing is ever simple with Salarians, is it?
Science has always been our best defense. The research we do here has kept Sur'Kesh safe for millennia.
Research like studying the Krogan?
Does that include studying lost Krogan?
The females were in poor health when we found them on Tuchanka. They were brought here to stabilize their condition.
This whole planet smells wrong.
I'd like to see them.
Of course. I'll need to clear you for the lower levels. Give me a few moments and meet me near the elevator.
Attention biolabs. Please prepare for yacht specimen.
Alright, though.
This is where all you Salarians come from, huh? No wonder you're so soft. Too busy writing poetry about waterfalls.
Rex?
Shepard, I don't like this. I should be the one going in.
How about you stay here and we only fight one war at a time?
That was just good old-fashioned Krogan hot air. If it had been real, they'd be dead.
Idle threats are empty threats.
Maybe when this war is over, you can come live on Tuchanka. You'd fit right in.
So, how's Tuchanka holding up?
Back on the Normandy, you said Reapers were sighted on Tuchanka.
Clans Jorgal and Ravenor sighted a few landing parties. The Reapers are up to something. Tuchanka may be a pile of radioactive rubble, but it's our pile. And we'll fight to the last Krogan to keep it that way.
And that's exactly what it will take.
We're Krogan. We're ready.
You can never be ready for what's coming.
Right.
Are the Krogan ready to fight the Reapers?
Ever since Sovereign showed up, I figured this day would come. My people have spent too much time selling ourselves out as mercenaries. Now we can get back to doing what Krogan do best, saving everyone else from giant monsters.
I assume you're referring to the Rachni Wars.
Well, it sure wasn't synthetics that stopped them. Besides, your kind might have helped them.
So tell me about the Krogan females.
What do you know about these females?
They weren't fertile, so we used them as decoys to draw off enemies from the ones who were. But Malin's experiments changed that. These damn pyjacks stole them right out from under us.
Pretty harsh treatment, I'd say.
That's a pretty brutal way to treat your women, Rex.
The females suggested it.
Oh.
We've had to make a lot of tough choices to ensure we don't all die off.
Your females are wise.
It's just one more thing that'll get better when the genophage is cured.
Right. So tell me about your inside source, Rex.
Who tipped you off about the females here?
Sorry, Shepard, but they're listening to every word we say. I prefer my Salarian liver served raw.
He is correct. It was a delicacy in our cycle.
Oh. Alright. That'll be all.
It's been good talking to you again, Rex.
It'll be even better when we have a few Salarians for lunch.
Yeah, you can invite Javik over here and have have some fun. What's this? What are you doing?
Please don't touch that.
Why not?
As I said, Commander, don't touch that.
But what if I do?
Again, I would ask you to refrain from touching that.
But I just did.
Perhaps don't touch that means something different in your language.
No, but I want to touch it.
I would rather not refer this matter to the human embassy.
But I'm gonna touch it.
Touch it all you want. You'll never find out what it does.
Alright.
Are humans really so deprived of stimulus that they must insist on touching everything?
No, not everything, just this.
I'm afraid if you keep touching that, you risk a diplomatic incident.
I don't care.
Further manipulation of that object is grounds for further admonishment.
Okay.
Really? You must stop touching that.
No.
Once more, the Salarian Union formally requests that you
No.
not touch that. Fine. If you are so enamored of that object, then I suggest you get your own feces analyzer. We've already been down that road. No more.
Oh. But I wanted to play with the button.
Commander Shepard, it's Major Kirahi. I'd heard you were coming.
Major Curie, as I live and breathe. I remember you.
Good to see you again. Sounds like you've been promoted.
Yes, due in no small part to our mission on Vermeer. Hold the line. You saved my men that day.
Well, you know. It was the least I can do. So.
I guess we're both still feeling the effects of Vermeer.
Yes, ironic. You destroyed the genophage cure, yet now it's the key to an alliance.
Yeah.
Your standoff with Erdnot Rex is legend within STG.
Oh, yeah? Well, he's right over there, Rex. If you want to say hi.
I'm sure you saw Rex's entrance.
Our colony's 3 systems away saw it.
He isn't pleased with the security arrangements.
Apologies, but better that than a Krogan with a shotgun wandering the base. Think of all the casualties. Our medbay couldn't handle it.
I see. Yeah. There's some tight security going on around here.
Security seems high. Are you expecting trouble?
Our motto in STG is to always expect trouble. Failing that, create trouble for someone else. Our enemies have the same idea.
A good principle to live by.
Who's this?
Friend.
A Prothean.
Prothean. Of course. Amazing what they can do with genetic modification these days. Some new psychological tactic, Commander? Give the Reapers a good scare? And what are you really? Drell? Turian?
Prothean.
Oh. I see.
It's a long story. So how's war with the Reapers on Sur'Kesh?
Are the Salarians prepared for war with the Reapers?
I've heard what they're doing to your Earth. I'm not sure any species can prepare for that. Though rumors suggest you're building a superweapon of some kind.
Well, yeah, we're kind We're kind of hoping that we all build this super weapon.
This business with the females is part of it. I need the Turian support, and they need the Krogans.
Which is why I never became a diplomat. Too much hand-holding. Leave it to the Dalatresses.
Yeah, well. Anyway. So, tell me about your duties.
How did you get posted to this base, Major?
I led the team on Tachanka that found the females. Nasty business. Malin may have meant well, but his operation was crude. Test subjects were unaccounted for. The females easily escaped his lab.
I see. Tell me about the females.
What do you think about bringing the female Krogan here?
Our scientists say it's important to preserve the females. Evolutionary paradigms. I say when people know you're hiding something valuable, they'll want to steal it. Either way, I have my orders. They'll be your problem soon enough.
Fair enough.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
Likewise. And, Commander,
yeah.
Regardless of what the politicians decide, you can count on my support retaking Earth.
Appreciate it.
Consider it my way of returning a favor. It would be an honor to fight alongside you again. Good day.
I look forward to seeing you hold the line.
You have clearance now to see the females, Commander. I hope we can resolve this matter without reenacting the Krogan rebellions.
I'm sure it won't come to that. Tell me about the females.
What do you think about handing over the Krogan?
I differ from most of my colleagues. Curing the genophage will bring closure to this issue. In the future, the Krogan may yet play some role we can't even imagine. We should let the evolutionary process decide who lives and dies, not galactic politics.
Yeah. Alright, well, that'll be all.
Thanks for your time.
Of course. Proceed into the elevator when you're ready.
Alright.
Now take this elevator down, and someone will...
Alert. Threat condition 2 has been declared. Scramble...
What's happening?
What's going on?
Sensors have picked up activity on the perimeter. Hurry, Commander. Someone will meet you below.
Alright.
Base personnel must remain on site until further notice.
All specimens are accounted for, sir. Shepard, excellent timing. Good to have you here.
Morton.
Eyesight still sharp. Surprise understandable. Hadn't expected to return to work.
His speech is strange.
A Prothean. Excellent.
You're back with STG?
Special consultant. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Right.
Helped female Krogan. Fed information to Clan Erdnot. Encouraged political pressure to free females.
You must be Rex's inside source.
Yes, can explain later. Security warnings not normal. Need to get off-world for sake of Krogan. Females had weakened immune systems. Side effect of Malin's cure. These didn't survive.
So, looks like Malin's data was useful after all?
But what about Malin's research? I thought we saved it.
Indeed, data saved, but not complete. Lacks crucial details to reconstruct cure, but still useful for synthesizing from living tissue. Couldn't save them.
Don't fucking hell. Don't blame yourself, Morton. You did your best.
I'm sure you did everything you could, Morton.
Arrived too late. Cannot delay now. One survivor, immune to genophage, can synthesize cure from her tissue.
Oh.
She's still here?
Yes, last hope for Krogan. If she dies, genophage cure... problematic. Please be careful. Krogan slow to trust.
I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you here to kill me?
That would serve no tactical purpose.
Erdnot, Rex, and I are here to take you home.
Why? What am I to you?
The last hope of the Krogans.
You're the future of the Krogan race. I'm fighting for that.
Oh.
Then I hope you brought an army.
Give me an update. Outbound communications have been severed. We're cut off. Secure all data to off-site location.
What's happening?
We have multiple ships inbound.
What?
Shepard, it's Rex. Cerberus troops are attacking the base. Get the females out of there now!
Only one survived, Rex. It might be safer down here.
What? So the Salarians can kill her like the others? No deal. If you still want this alliance, get her out of there.
Alright.
Release the female. We're leaving.
I can't. Protocol states during lockdown, no specimens.
Objection noted. Now, please release Krogan. Need to monitor pod as it clears quarantine procedures. Meet us at next checkpoint, Shepard. Likely Cerberus opposes genophage cure.
Yeah.
You'll see Tuchanka again. I promise.
Get to elevator, Shepard.
Oh. Alright. Go, go, go. To the elevator.
Something's wrong with the elevator. It's not responding. There. Try it now, Commander.
Alright. Oh. That's not good. Oh.
This isn't the time to delay, Commander.
Are you alright?
Is there another?
Yeah, I'm fine. Alright.
Cerberus forces trying to locate female. Quarantine checkpoint
What?
under attack. Hurry.
Shepard, it's Rex. I took the shuttle. Do whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad. I'll try to make life miserable for Cerberus.
Alright. Look out.
Clear.
There will be more.
Engaging big security.
More incoming.
Don't let him take cover in the lab.
The Krogan will be slaughtered if we don't end this soon.
Shepard, Cerberus in vicinity. Hurry.
We're on our way.
Whoa.
Careful. There goes the next shadow broker.
I doubt Dr. Tassoni would be amused.
Shepard,
Oh.
Cerberus troops at checkpoint. Attempting to kill Krogan. Need assistance.
The checkpoint! It's under fire!
We need to get in there.
Quickly, Shepard. Technician dead. Clear us through the checkpoint.
I gotcha.
Are you okay?
Containment shield is holding. We'll try to repair if necessary. Can't speak for Krogan's health, however.
I'm fine, Commander.
Females kept secret. Possibly a mole in the STG could be indoctrinated. If no Krogan alliance with Turians, Reapers left unchallenged.
We'll do more than challenge them.
Shepard, meet us at next checkpoint. Cerberus likely to target.
Oh.
Hurry, next checkpoint.
Up to the next level. All squads converge. Shepard, get cracking. I'll try to draw some of their fire.
Alright. Sounds good. Oh. Incoming.
Cerberus appears to be well motivated.
The end of a cycle always marks the beginning of chaos.
Oh. Alright?
Commander, stay back. Hostiles just down the hall.
Is there an easier way around?
You could say that.
Salarians know their weapons.
Go, Commander! I'll cover you!
Orion Squad, your orders are to hold position and block access to next checkpoint.
What's that?
A direct approach will be difficult. A flanking maneuver may be a better approach.
Nope. We're done.
Dr. Solus's theory is likely true. Cerberus was informed of the Krogans' presence. Their response time is too rapid.
Every war has its traitors.
I'm headed up top.
Hello. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Elevator malfunctioning, Shepard. Need assistance. Enemy still present. Pod under fire.
Take him out. Get him away from the female.
Get away from the female.
Shepard, suspect Cerberus has cut power. Can't progress until you reroute emergency systems.
Oh. Hold on. On my way. There we go. Oh. Don't mind if I do.
Excellent. Can clear us. Wait! Another Cerberus squad.
What? I don't think so.
Acknowledge.
With pleasure.
Excellent. Affinity for destruction intact, Shepard. Can clear us through now.
Alright. Off you go.
Holding up.
Containment shield strong, but not designed for direct fire.
This isn't your problem, Commander. You don't know me.
But I'd like to. Hang in there. How many more checkpoints?
Just the landing area. Hope not Rex still waiting.
Rex can't keep his hands off a fertile female. He'll be there.
I'll see you up top.
Oh.
We found the Krogan.
Get out of here.
Enemies neutralized.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Shepard, get your ass up here. I can't fly around forever.
The female's on the way up to the landing area.
You pull this off, and I'm making you an honorary Krogan.
Shepard, they found us. Under heavy attack.
This is Phoenix 6. We've got the Krogan boxed in. Requesting reinforcements. Copy, Phoenix.
Enemy still present. Pod under fire. Appears safe. Need final approval now, Shepard. Shepard, you must authorize release.
Alright.
Pod then transfers to loading area.
Yep.
Get you out of there.
Shepard, heads up. You've got incoming.
Oh. Look out. Oh.
Shepard, I can't land until you deal with that thing. It's too dangerous.
Krogan has been acquired.
Door is damaged. Can't get out.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Shepard. She's vulnerable. Containment shield. Weakening Shepard.
It's impressive, but I prefer my body.
And you'll be dead if you don't touch it. It's done.
Shepard, I think you did it. Looks clear from here. I'm coming in now. Saren was a lot harder than this.
You had me worried there for a minute.
Let's make this quick.
Let's get you out of there.
There they are. That's them.
I can handle myself, Rex.
Women.
Yeah. Oh.
Why is Cerberus here? What do you want?
Hmm.